Hello lords and ladies and welcome back to more Lord of the Rings the Third Age with me, where my left stick is running by itself and making Elagos walk still. I swear, I promise on all that is holy, at some point I will replace this controller, but at the very least at the minute I might just take it apart and fix it. Now, I'm not wholly sure, but I think you can get... I think there's a certain encounter you can get in this little place here. That's rather unique. I might actually take a minute looking for it off screen and see if I can find it. Now, I could just be talking out of my absolute bottom, as it were, but I'm pretty sure I can find it here. I really want to kill him, to be honest. Yeah, let's not get no devils on us. Let's avoid the devils. Nice and easy. Whoop. Just knocked my keyboard drawer there. I do apologise if you heard that. No, I'd like double shot at some point. I'd like double shot. Well, arrow flurry. Fire flurry of arrows. Often wondering this, does an orc count as a creature? Can I... Does it count as a creature? Does shooting the orc count as a creature? With creature bane or not? Who knows? Who knows? But how are you find people this afternoon? Today, this morning, this evening, this night? This day of the week that finds you? Yay! Elagos finally caught up and he's still going to be behind. Ooh, got some nice golden armour for Idrial there. And we defended the healing altars. Cracked Elstone of water protection. Which, I mean, I'm going to be honest, right, I'm not going to use that. I know there's a few enemies around here that tend to use water. But there's only the one. I mean, look at that armor there, 71. You don't jump over 100 here. 120 deep, 120 armor on Idrial is just nutty. It is absolutely nutty. I do need to heal her a bit though. Yeah, I should have a bit of AP back, so hey. See, I might take a minute here and see if I can find this encounter. I'm pretty sure it's in this place here. I'm not sure if it's before or after I defend the healing roll, so I'm gonna have a quick look and take care of that off screen and see what I can see if it turns up, and I'll be right back. Okay, I must be mistaken then. Must be somewhere else I'm thinking of. There is a few maps here where you can actually find. Hang on, let's look at my quest list. Am I mistaken here? I am, yes. There's still one more elven artifact to collect. I am sorely mistaken. It is in the not too distant future, I believe. There is some, well, not strong enemies. Hey look, we've moved all the way back around to where Berethor started his journey over there. We're now in the dead woods, as it were. These woods do look pretty dead to me. This looks like a pretty horrific fight, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't like the look of this one. Do not like the look of this at all, Sam. I am. I really did want to haste, but I guess if I can get rid of the physical one, and then Berethor can just buff us, I guess. Yeah, I'll get some company might on the go. Why not? Get nice and close to stand fast. But if I knew he was going to do that, right, I would have went for company valor. I finally assumed that they were going to use Murder of Crows there as a doubler. Just purely based on the damage it does, I mean. Murder of Crows hurts. We can definitely get rid of one here, I think. Between Berethor and Elagos, we should be able to get rid of one. Should be able to take out this one. Then Idrial can heal. Get on there, Elagos. Up bash. Imagine these orcs just trying to hit you constantly. Like, oh, Bash, come to my disco. Like, no. Not the orc. I really want to heal, but at the same time, I just want to kill it. I can heal outside the battle. I can heal outside the battle. It's not the end of the world. Well done, Idrial. Well done. I heard Berethor probably going to level up, to be fair. Yeah. Just Elgos that's behind then. That's fine, that's fine. That is not a problem. Let's have a look at Berethor and Idrial stats then. Speed. I mean, she's doing really well. Don't really need to worry about con on her at the minute with 120 armor. You know what it is? I'm going to put it into Spirit. Could do more Spirit for her. I need more Spirit for this dude. His AP pool is shocking. Absolutely shocking at the beginning of his AP pool. I detest it. I really do. Makes using his skills very, very difficult. No, I thought I could make it. I really thought I could. I'm just gonna get rid of him, man. I really, let's be honest. Yeah, it works for me. Company Valor. Let's see if we can't get the enemy to miss. Oh, we got stand fast. We can no longer be stunned. That's gonna come in very handy. Very, very handy indeed. Because, let's be honest, nobody likes being stun locked. Well, unless I'm the one doing the stun locking, obviously. In which case, I absolutely adore stun locking. But, if it's being done to me, I'm not as much of a fan. Get you in. Damage drop off without Company Valor is ridiculous, man. No, Company Might. Damage drop off without Company Might is ridiculous. Company Valor is just keeping us going there. And yes, I do have the perfect mode, and I'm going to be completely honest, right, that perfect mode is probably just going to sit there and stay like that. I'm not really one for using it. For using the perfect mode, if I'm completely and utterly honest. I just never see the point. I get much more use out of it by not using it than I do using it. So, save point there. So if I, right, no. I'll quickly take care of a save before we go check out down the bottom there. So I'll take care of this and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're all saved up there, and now we can go exploring. Where's my camera? There it is. So yeah, the camera moves so slow in this sometimes. Now obviously I know our little marker isn't telling us to go this way, but I always like exploring down here before going up. I like the items. Love the items, hate the battles. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Shadow Chieftain. Shadow Chief can go. Bing! He would have... I swear, if this is where I start missing all my attacks. Like, Elgos is murder for missing his attacks. I'll be completely honest, he doesn't hit them very often. Company Valor. Yeah! I think after this battle, unless it's you know, story related battle or whatnot, I think I might just start cutting it. Just to speed them up a little bit. Well, not speed them up, but just get rid of the tedium of watching me fight repeatedly. Right, let's get rid of him. Get you in. Get you gone, foul demon. And yes, I know I could be using Peace and Might there, lower their attack, but I'm so close to Arrow Flurry that I kind of just want to keep plowing with Creature Bane. It's like I could use Idrial's next turn to heal Elgos, but I'm not going to. And the fact Elgos gets his turn first. Elgos must be fast. Dude, will you get Arrow Flurry, please? So I'm also close to the next one of Fluids. Oh, there it is, right there. Weakening Slash. She now weakens the foe with every slash. We'll have a little weakness slash after this battle here. We'll go in before I, make a slight cut to heal. We'll have a look at what weakness slash does. Don't know if I ever used weakness slash. I don't know if it's attack or armor. Ah, don't even need to heal. Result. Yeah, no, I don't need to heal. I can live with that. Nope, wrong one. Weakening slash. Lowers the strength of an enemy. So see, so now that I think the first one that's got one down here, or no, he has. Oh, and he has. Okay, well, we'll do it with I'll demonstrate it with Idrial here. Now I've learned weakness slash. The next one technically is wounding. But I could go straight to stunning strike if I wanted, or even elven rage. Now I got one of them, it would give us access to least inspiration and then destined strike. But keep it as it is, and we'll go straight into wounding strike there. And you can have more dexterity. No, you can't. Actually, you can have more spirit. 183 spirit should be good. Third is Lothlorian Spirit Calling Pendant. Beautiful. There's a treasure on the end of this dock. Is this a dock? What would you class this as? Would these be classed as docks? Would these be classed as... I don't know. Not really a man of fishing, I'll be honest with you. So 7 to 5. Look at the rarity difference between first stage. So we get 2 strength, 4 dex, 3 speed, 1 con versus 9 speed, 2 con, 3 spirit. And honestly, I'm probably going to take this, even though it does lower me dex and me armor rating a little bit. Just that increase. I mean, 32 spirit and 29 speed is absolutely nutty. And any cloak is better at this point in time than what he has on. So it's always good. Now, obviously, like I said, we need to take that bottom path, but we can't take that bottom path yet. Because 1, I need to save and, for me full heal, and 2, our quest marker is not in that direction, so I'll take care of this. I'll be right back. Okay, so we saved up there, got our full heal. And we're back and stuck on a tree? Wasn't even a tree there, Elgost. How did you get stuck on an invisible tree branch? Ah, I think it might have been this one I was thinking of before. I think it might have been this one I was thinking of before, where I can try and fish an encounter. So, same as normal. Let's see if, from this point on, if the battle's like this and it's like, slightly quest related, I'll keep it in. If not, I think I'll just start getting rid of them, unless it's something we haven't seen before. Yeah, just drown it. 419, a hit from Idrial there. Very nice indeed. Very, very nice. We'll go Valor. I'll take them not hitting me for me hitting them. That'll do me. That'll do me nicely. Nice and cushy. Honestly, I don't even think I need Orcbane here. I think I can just do this with the Guardian. Yeah, I thought so. We thought as much I did. I'm back to Ranger for the much cheaper piece, and right now still gets the kill, and I'm all for saving AP. You've seen how much AP this man burns through. Oh, a second age elven golden tiara of I couldn't even get my words out there. Of a Rendil. Couldn't even get my words out. So I get an extra 1 dex there versus nothing. That puts you all in gold, I suppose. So we get some horn pollen there. And this is, I believe, our last artifact. Cracked Elfstone of Armor Enhancement. So this one I actually will use. So we've got 55, 125. Yeah, it's going on this dude. I'll give him all of these at the minute for action, health, and armor. Because, honestly, Elgost is the ultimate glass cannon build. The ultimate glass cannon build. But that one shrine there, I will be coming back to shortly. I just want to go take care of something else first. Like I say, I'm pretty sure I can farm a semi-rare encounter there. Well, not farm, but encounter it. But I know I can encounter them in other places as well. So it's not the end of the world if I don't find it to show off. but it would be nice. So quest-wise now, I do believe all we've got left is to find the dwarf. So I'm going to quickly make a save here and we'll go look for that dwarf and see what happens. Okay, we're all saved up there. I do apologise. This game is going to have a lot of saving with that being the only way to heal. Just so you know, I'll keep you out of my save menus. Why not?
Came this way.
He is heavy for one so small.
I'd be careful not to say that around him.
I mean, he is a dwarf.
Both of you. I hear something.
Dwarves do tend to be rather heavy.
Well, Ranger, it's about time.
No insult, obviously, if you are a dwarf lover. You know, I do enjoy the dwarves of Lord of the Rings myself. I am a Gimli fan before a Legolas fan. But this is... Well, this is our little dwarf friend. This is Hadhod. Or, you know, his actual name is Hadhod, but let's be real. Anybody that knows him from anything will know that this dude is just an absolute Chad, and I will be keeping him in the battle for this battle here. I do need to... Yeah, I want to get some attacks on him. We can go over what he's got. So he's got a taunt as well. Spirit powers, stone shield, and fire. Yeah, Idrial does water. Hadhod does fire. Hadhod also does provide buffs to the team, which are quite nice, but then he has Goblin Bane and Dwarven Cleave. Now it's Dwarven Cleave that I'm going to be going for. Hui! Get up, cut it. Now the thing is with trolls though, right, is trolls are very easy to manipulate in this game. I use Company Baldwin, and we'll Company Might next. The thing is Idrial is not going to be staying in this battle. I know there was a lot of Idrial lovers out there, but I also want Elgos to get a turn. That would be quite nice. You see, this does work off Final Fantasy X rules, and I can finally show that. Well, it's a mixture. It's Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy X rules. Obviously, if the character takes a turn in battle, then they get XP. They get more XP if they actually do take an action. But just like Final Fantasy VIII rules has it, if they get the killing blow, they get the most XP. Big crit there for an hour into the chest. I think the only thing of Hadhod's we've got left to show off now is probably his... I'm going to pop another Company Mine. Try and stop me. Is his spirit powers? Let's have a look at this flaming fury of his then. Yeah, he just shoots forth there. Flaming fireball. Which honestly, when I first played this game, I was mystified at the fact that they gave the dwarf a fire spirit attack. Apologies, sorry for that cough there. I honestly, for the life of us, thought that once I got this dwarf, I was like, oh wait, I've got my elven mage, I've got my human warrior, the elven mage, the human ranger. I was like, oh shit, the dwarf's going to come in, he's going to be a tank, he's just going to be axe skills, and I was like, oh, he can shoot out fireballs and hold up giant stone shields in front of me to protect me. Like you see, with the experience, Berethor got more for the kill, but they all got 4,800 because they all took a turn. And that levels Elgos up now. And updates our quest journal. And they're finally going to tell us about swapping characters off screen. I'm pretty sure that should bring them all up to about the same. 10, 10, 9, 10. Yeah. So I will be running around as Hadhod for a while. But let's get him some pauldrons on and a nice little helmet. And we'll have a look at his skills, but it does strike us. I don't think if I remember if I showed off Elgos' skills. Now, for the care of this man, Arrows of Sleep, absolutely goated. Northern Storm, fantastic. True Shot is absolutely unbelievable, so is Draining Shot. But Arrows of Sleep is his best, thanks to Sleep Volley, so it hits everybody, and Lingering Sleep, so it puts everyone to sleep for the remainder of the battle. Now, obviously, our dwarf, you know, he's got evasion, rally for attack momentum, strength, evasion, perfect mode, always got some crits, beautiful. Extra armor, which is always nice, health, you know, more damage when taunting, which is really fun. Yes, and then he gets his double attack last, but he does get cleaving wound, which is a it's a DOT proc, you know. It causes the enemy to bleed. Armor slower. Attack rate, sorry. Aye, that lowers the attack rate. Now, what's fun about him is obviously, you know, he's got his standard physical attacks, right? And then obviously, Mountain Hewer and Stone Hewer are both spirit attacks within his axe craft, so you need a higher spirit damage to do that. Obviously, Endure Flame, that is something I definitely want to work on straight away. Damage and shield's fantastic. I love Mountain Shield. Flame of Runes, not so much. They are good for that AoE burn over time. Devastating Shield's great, and Dragon Call and all. I mean, who doesn't want to see a dragon fly down on the battlefield? Like, it's a dragon. So, with Berethor here, I honestly think I want to go... I just want to pummel all that into a speed. Let's make them speedy boys. Yeah, speed's good. Speed's good. Now, you'll notice the thing with Hadhod stats, right? Everything in his stats goes into his con. For some reason, he gets so much con, but it makes him slow and kind of weak. But I also need AP, so he's going to be a pain. I mean, he's going to get better obviously as I get equipment for him and I start leveling him up. Obviously, his stats will start there, not even out, but they'll get there. I mean, you don't really need much of anything. I'll give you 2 strength and 2 dex so you don't miss as often. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Oh, almost forgot. Let's change to our little chunky dwarf here. Who doesn't want to run around as a little chunky dwarf here? Reliving every Gimli fan's fantasy here. We get to be a little cool dwarf. I was trying to get the camera onto his face there, but apparently he's camera shy, so... But if we check our quest log now, I do believe, yep, we just need to find Moria's West Gate now. But as I said before, there was something else I wanted to do before leaving this area, is I want to go and try and find an encounter. So I'm going to spend 5 minutes or so, see if it exists. If it does, I'll cut back to being on that encounter. If not, well, I'll cut back to this save point and I'll be all sad and stuff. So I'm going to take care of that, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, back at the save point here. After running around for a bit, it wasn't there, so a quick Google, and I got my area wrong. They both begin with an A, if that's any consolation to myself, which it is a little bit, I suppose. But it could have been... I could have been a bit smarter about it. Oh, the Eye of Sauron is filling. Run, Hadhod, you slow dwarfy man. Run! Run! Yeah. Yeah, the Eye of Sauron, as far as that charging, as far as obviously an encounter goes, you can just outrun it. As long as you get out of the area sharpish, you'll get away. Absolutely no problems whatsoever. I'm gonna make a take a quick advantage of this save point. Sorry about this. There's been a lot of this episode. I do apologise. I mean, heck, you could even see from me saves there how many times I've, you know, the time frame in between saving there has been quite ridiculous. Elves plough the shore.
What is this thing? Prepare to fire! Fire!
I'm sure those elves won't have any bearing on anything at all. Of course they won't. As we now get to fight the Watcher in the water. Which is... I mean, the Watcher in the water is a fun fight. I don't mind the Watcher. Apart from when he decides to, you know, reeking spout me. Which does do quite a bit of damage, to be honest. Now, the Watcher is ranged. You can only hit him from range, which makes Berethor kind of useless. I'm not going to lie. It makes Berethor really, really useless. I've got to rely on everybody else here to take care of this, and Berethor just has to disappear now. Although Berethor might come back if Hadhod's AP runs out. So we'll get in little Idrial here. For a nice little loud water fury there on the Watcher. Who doesn't want to hit the Watcher with water? The Watcher in the water getting hit by water. Isn't that redundant? You know, you think water wouldn't affect them, but heck, here we are. Thinking we're Legolas out here. Oh, really? That's why I use Company Valor Hadhod, so you could dodge that. Well, I guess I gotta show reviving in this game, which is elf medicine. It revives you at half health, but it also immediately gives you a turn, which I'm going to use to pop a stone shield right in front of him. Because to be fair, I could stone shield taunt this dude, and that'd probably be alright actually. That is a shout, to be fair. I might do that. But for now, we're going to heal Elgost. Whee! Get healy, boys. Alright, we've got him down to half health. We've got him down to half. We're chunking him. We're getting there. Bam. Unfortunately, once Hadhod runs out of MP, though, his taunt is immediately useless. So I can't recast the stone wall on him. Wow, his stone wall's already gone. Awesome. Nice job, dude. Nice job. I guess I'm gonna company might now. Hadhod has done his part for the battle. He is over. He is finished. It is through. There's nothing else he can do at this point to help us. Elgost with a big crit. That crit might have just helped us massively. I do believe Idrial can kill here. She can. She can. Elgost pulled that bowstring double hard for us. He snapped that bowstring on double time. We had some nice experience from the Watcher though. The Watcher in the water. And there we go, we got the Elf Stone of Nimble Crafting as well.
Those tentacles are powerful.
Which I'll go over once we get through this bit here.
They're digging a way in.
He has opened the gate!
I knew he was good for something.
I knew he was good for something. No bother, Hadhod. No bother.
Stand back. It shall be a dwarf who first enters Moria.
If you notice there, we are entering Moria.
The rumors are true. Balin has failed.
We do love a little bit of Moria.
This fight took place decades ago. Their bodies returned to dust.
These great dwarf lords stood here for thousands of years, Elf, and this abomination took place before them. I do not find that amusing. Some small measure of
Hadhod.
their great power remains hidden here. I can feel it.
We'll find it, Hadhod. Don't worry, we'll find it.
Let me help you reclaim it. For your people.
They'll try to do the whole Legolas Gimli friendship thing with these two here, and I mean, let's be honest. Are we ever going to get a greater dwarven elf friendship than Legolas and Gimli? I think perhaps not. So yeah, we are now in Moria, where the game is now going to tell us about traveling. So traveling I'll go over in a minute. Traveling is very fun. We'll go over this first. The Elf Stone of Nimble Crafting. So if you equip it, I'll equip it on Idrial for now, just fair. Because why not? It's not going to stay on her. But it allows you to make items. all the way from, you know, your basic healing items of Kingfoil and Lembas. I mean, you can see how many times you have to use it in battle to learn it. But every time you use it, you do make that item. To things that help you deal extra damage. You know, your Orthanc Fire, Broom Waters, Rudar Root, Sauron Blood, Nimrodol Air. Maya Ember is very nice. And obviously, you know, you got like, yeah, your P's slashing, blunt increase in damage. And the big one, the Simbelmin Petals, doubles your health for the entire battle. And Mushrooms, which double your AP. But like I say, I'm not going to keep that on Idrial. There was a much better character that can get that later on, which we'll worry about later on. What I wanted to do was there we go. I know I'd find it. So I'm giving her some consistency now for some health. This man here. Honestly, I'll go strength. We'll go strength this time for Elagos. Berethor's getting dexterity. He's quite alright for his health at the minute. And Hadhod will finally dump it all into his strength. Lovely jubbly. So, what was it about there with travelling? I'll go over that in a second, right? As you can see there, we're 100% on Oregon and West Moria. We have confront the Watcher in the water. We actually have to, you know, vanquish the Watcher and find the 7 dwarf ruins to get, you know, a treasure, as well as reaching the bridge of Khazad-dûm. So I'm going to quickly save here and then we'll go over what's happened with the new update to the save points here. I'll take care of that and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'll see there. So after you finish saving, it gives you the option now to travel. So if I say I had missed any quests in Oregon there, I could travel back to Oregon and I could do them quests. Or if you see you were struggling in an area, the enemy's a bit too hard, you can go back and do a little bit of grinding. Obviously it does show you how many areas there is in each game, but it just tells you locked, which is always fun. But I'm not traveling. But what it also said there, we have access to evil mode now. So I'm going to go, you know, burn up evil mode here, and we'll take care of that before we call this episode. So I'll take care of that. I'll be right back. Right, so we're back here, just loading up my West Moria, and you can see we can do evil mode in Oregon. Now this is what really sold this game for me, right? Playing as the forces of Mordor. Not just Mordor, but, you know, Isengard as well. I mean, you can see your health isn't exactly fantastic. But guess what? Neither is theirs. The equipment they also have is kind of weird. Yeah, we'll just do a cheeky little Curse of Orthanc here, I think. Cheeky little Curse of Orthanc. Love it. Yes, you go after the captain. That is fine there. That's not a problem. We get so many turns here in a row, it's not even fair. Although we do pathetic damage. But we can also see, you know, what these attacks do. So we know Shadow Blades, I mean, who would have guessed Shadow Blades deals shadow damage. Little Rage of Sarum. And then, ping! Say goodbye to Elagos. Can we drop? No, we can't drop Berethor. We can't even hit him. I mean, I'm not worried. I think you can see they deal very little damage. Now, this is done on the same difficulty as I'm playing the game to one, which is medium. Obviously, Oregon is the starting area. It's going to be a bit easier. But these evil modes are no joke. They do have that to jump up in difficulty quite quickly. But nothing that we can't handle. Nothing that we can't handle. I mean, we can get. There is some evil modes, especially the last 3 or 4 that can really just screw you. Like, there's no other word for it. If you can get stun locked and stuff like that. But for the early ones, let's just enjoy killing our team with a bunch of orcs. I mean, at the time this came out, I'd never played a game like this. That allowed me to, you know, replay and kill my party with the enemy. Like, I was mystified. I thought it was great. I really did. I mean, I still to this day think it's great. But unfortunately, I have no Curse of Warfang and Rage and none of that. But I do have a much more powerful Murder of Crows with an Orc Chief. Ah, you missed. No. Ah, you hit though. I don't know if them sort of limiting the equipment almost for the, you know, the enemy in this was their way of, like, you know, making it easier. Like if they give them the same equipment that, you know, the party had, would they then steamroll because of those extra stat increases that would technically be applied? Or is this just their way of being like, hey, look what could have happened? Because there's no way Idrial at this point in time is taking 222. That was one of the artifact shrines. There's no way Idrial was taking 222. And now we get to play as the cave troll. They have a cave troll. Yeah, it's the first time we get to fight Hadhod. Fight against Hadhod here, rather. The cave trolls just have so much health. They sponge so much damage, and you don't even have to pretend to do anything. You just click massive swing. It does so much damage that it's not even fair. Like it's really not. Like we are going to one hit each and every one of these. It's almost like the health values are sort of returned. Not returned. Returned isn't the word I was looking for. The health values are almost reversed, is what I was looking to say there. And Hadhod is now completely and utterly out of AP, so we just get a massive swing. Massive swing with my club troll! No, massive swing with my troll club is what I meant there, not club troll. What, we got a disco troll out here? And yes, the final one of the Region is the Nazgul. Now, this was the encounter I was speaking of before. This encounter does not exist. You cannot find a Nazgul encounter in a Region. But I will show off all of the Nazgul's cool attacks like Ray Thrust. Get stabbed. And then obviously this one, as you can see, they are a lot more beefed up as far as the damage they take. Well, not the damage they take, more like their health, I should say. But we are a Nazgul. We have insane defense, we have stupid health, we have a lot of AP and no moves that cost AP. Idrial can still hurt, unfortunately. But I always take Berethor out first because that gets rid of any possible leaderships. No leadership, no chance for me to miss, no increased damage. And then after that, if I remember rightly, these two are pretty easy actually. I think these two fall fairly easily if I hit, being the problem. Fluid Strike. That was not very fluid at all. Dwarfy Cleave. I do love how Hadhod's attack, he literally just runs up and just swings upward. He just uppercuts you with an axe. Like, talk about disrespect, being uppercutted by an axe is just mad. That's not going to save you. Because we're just going to do it again. Boy. I wish the Nazguls had some sort of like DOT, some damage over time, or some CC. In this battle, just a little bit of crowd control. I mean, they are Nazguls. I mean, it is a Nazgul after all. And they just don't get much, apart from, you know, Wraith, Thrust, Scream, and Slash. Like, give us something, give us, like, you know, a little bit of bleed. Give me something menacing. But with just Hadhod left and him only having physical attacks, he would have to hit me another 14 times to win. So as you pretty much gathered, this fight is over. I am victorious. As the bad guys, we stopped the good guys in their tracks. Sure. Stop the good guys in their tracks. Now, they say, even what isn't just for the joys of, you know, killing your own party. No. We get rewards for it. So in this case, we get 30 cracked elf stones, action, armor, and health. Which, if we save onto our save file here, we can use in our playthrough when we load the game up. Okay, so we're back in our save file here now that even one has been taken care of, and as you can see, we have the new equipment. We now have these elf stones. Now, I don't see this is doing anything wrong. I'll give you armor. Who needs the health? Probably Berethor. Yep. You know, so now we've got them extra cracked elf stones, got them all equipped on people. I am going to end the episode here. And next time, we will continue our way through Moria and see what it has in store for us. But until then, this is the Casual Gaming Dad. Stay safe.